Hey guys, and warm welcome to Skill Union Trade Channel. My name is Mekti, and as always, it's Saturday, November the 13th. We're talking about cryptocurrency market, what happened last week, what happened for the last month, and what our predictions are for the next month of December 2024. Before that, and we start our video, I'd like to remind you that anything we say or do in our channel should not be considered as a financial advice. It's just for educational purposes only. In case you need a financial advice, please talk to your consultant. Let's start. And as always, we start with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the cryptocurrencies number one and number two. As Bitcoin made this month in its move 49%, which is tremendously great move, it is almost same as what we had in the beginning of the year, meaning February, when we made a 52% move and continued to move upwards. Then we had a very, very long, year-long consolidation. Now we moved higher, and that made us think of what could be the targets of all that move that we had, meaning that there is a kind of a bullish flag pattern which is forming. And actually, it did work out pretty well. We reached our second target of $98,200, almost touching $100,000. There's still one more target we have not reached. This is $107,500. We are going to think about and just consider what would be our next targets in case we break 107,000, because technically wise, like, we've done everything that is needed to be done in the bullish flag pattern, and that's about 98,200. You've seen it in our previous videos, what we're talking about, what we are showing you. Those are the targets that have been reached. So right now, the best thing to do for Bitcoin is to consolidate for some time, maybe make a small correction, letting a lot of new buyers to feel what is it like to be in a cryptocurrency world when you have a correction of 20-30%. But we'll see about that. So far so good. I mean, we're keeping on pushing higher. There's a lot of funds, there's governments right now which are turning to cryptocurrencies. The United States government is thinking about forming the BTC reserve as a financial asset, and some other countries are also considering that as well. So this is a pretty good news for crypto world. This is pretty good news for Bitcoin as it is. But I would also like to pay your attention to what is happening in the financial world, because we have such a big players as a BlackRock, we have MicroStrategy, we have a lot of other small companies that are implementing the Bitcoin standard, which means that they're buying Bitcoin into their portfolios, into their assets, meaning that in case there is any situation happening, there is some bad stuff happening, same as they did with gold, they can always sell this asset and just, liquidating Bitcoin will give them some liquidity just to survive while there's a hard times. And I really don't think that in case you want to have a global currency, you want the Bitcoin to be held by some companies that are offering you some papers instead of Bitcoin. So again, as I said before, in case you're looking forward to buy Bitcoin, don't buy it on some crazy exchange. Don't buy it on options. In case you're interested to buy Bitcoin, buy physical Bitcoin, like physical, not physical as a coin, but from the blockchain. Get your own wallet, for example, Unstoppable Wallet, or in case you're a big fan of Bitcoin, you can get a Bitcoin Core wallet. There are a lot of coin wallets you can actually search for on the website bitcoin.org, not com, not net, bitcoin.org. On that website, you can actually read more about Bitcoin. You can read more about which wallets to use, how to use them, and get a wallet, put your Bitcoin in that wallet, and forget about it for the next 10 years, maybe 20 years. Because if the governments are going to continue buying Bitcoin, the eventual price for that asset is going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars, billions and billions, as Trump said, dollars. Just because of one thing, there is not a problem with a Bitcoin price. I mean, it's not the Bitcoin that is going up. It's the problem with US dollar. Everybody's thinking in US dollar terms. Well, you should always think that it's not the Bitcoin that is getting higher in price. It's the dollar that is losing its value. So anytime you're thinking about buying Bitcoin, don't buy it from the BlackRock, don't buy it from Vanguard, don't buy it from State Street. Anybody who's offering you to buy some lousy papers, as they're holding their Bitcoins, they're holding your Bitcoins and they're giving you papers for that. No, buy Bitcoin itself, transfer it from the exchange to your wallet, and just forget about it. Maybe this will be a money for your kids, maybe this will be money for your grandkids, but eventually Bitcoin so far has not shown that the asset class as it is in some type of risk or there's a problem with it. So far, all the stones and sticks which were on the way, we made it through, except 2014, but that was like for 4 hours. Read the history. So far, so good. And the Bitcoin is going to go up to the moon eventually. So let's consider trading. In case you're looking forward to buy Bitcoin, what is the best price? If you look at the Bitcoin price maximum, which is about 99,660, the best price to start buying is a small correction of 23%. At the current rate, it's about $79,800. This is the first level. You should consider start buying it and buy it eventually. Then you buy some more at 72 or 67,000 in case it goes down there as low, but I really don't think so. Eventually it might, but don't just pull into everything into that buying point. Yet you should consider buying it in small portions, 72,000, 67,000, 57,000. Of course, you should always watch our videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button because we are always thinking and watching the charts where to buy the best so the price would be not that expensive. For example, the Bitcoins that we have are less than $30,000 per piece, maybe even less, maybe 20,000 even. So those coins are very cheap for us and we're ready to buy it when it goes down 20, 30, 40, 50%. And you can see it in our charts. In case you're a leverage trader, meaning you have some assets that you can input in the marginal trades, you can actually start buying it at 85,000. 79, 76 are the good ranges to start buying Bitcoin. 69,000. Of course, not to forget that you always should think about when you're going to release those Bitcoins and like sell some of your position in order not to have a heavy leverage. This is a maximum 3x leverage trades you can have. So in case you have any type of coins that are stable, basically USDT, DAI, or USDC, you can always buy some Bitcoin with a leverage at the points of 85,000, 79, 76. On how to trade, this is a Binance Academy, this is Bybit Academy. You can always learn more about it by yourself. In case not, just write a comment about it. We may talk and I might explain it to you, but privately. The next thing is the futures traders. Futures traders should always think about where to buy the best and sell because they want more USDT in order to buy more Bitcoin on spot. So in case you're interested in a 5x leverage trade on Binance futures or any other futures, you should consider buying it below $74,439 with a 5x leverage, meaning the best levels to buy is about $68,000 up to $60,000. Basically, those $8,000 is a good range to start buying with the 5x leverage. Your stop loss should be below $56,500. In case you're a risky person and you want to buy with 10x leverage, you should consider just put alarm at $83,200 and start buying it at 79, 78 up to 73, 74,000 for one coin. This is a very good range to start buying, basically below 79 and above 73. Stop losses should be below $71,600. In case you're a very risky guy and you like to buy it with a 15x leverage, 84,000 up to 80,000, those are the good levels to start buying. They might be some liquidity and they might pull it back from that point, but 79,000 is the stop loss point where you should close your positions with a loss, unfortunately. And of course, we're posting crazy ass leverage trades. This is a 30x leverage that we posted on our channel. We were saying this is a good point to start buying, guys. And one of our subscribers on the Telegram group, by the way, check out the Telegram group. It's down below. The link is down below. He started buying with a 40x leverage, and what he did is he bought all the way down with the average price of $91,186. And this was the last picture he sent. He actually closed the positions because we said in our channel, if you did buy in those levels, start considering to close your positions at 95, 96 up to $97,000. Do not short. Shorting was not an option in this case. I mean, some people are crazy for shorting. They want to short. Not in this case. You should not be considering to short it rather than just closing your longs, fixing in some profits. So again, there's always an opportunity for you to buy Bitcoin at a low price and just sell it, just fix in your profits, take your profits home. So he made like 218% or even more on that trade with a 40x leverage. Again, we're not recommending to put it more than 30x because we count down that the 90,300 was supposed to be the stop loss. But you can see the price went down up to 191,000, jumped back from it, and just moved up higher to the levels where we sell and close our positions. Talking about Ethereum, Ethereum is doing great. Actually, right now, it's pushing up higher above the 3,300. As we said, this is going to be a very hard level. Once it breaks above, it's going to push up higher and try to reach the lower high, which we had in 2023-24. This was a high on Ethereum, after which we had a very deep correction up to 60%, which is $2,100, $2,000 range. That was an August dump that happened. Was very, very scary. Yet, we should always consider a bigger picture. And in that picture, we see the all-time high, which we had in Ethereum, which is close to $5,000, $4,868. And we can see it's reaching the level of 3,719, which is another very strong level, but on the big time frame picture, where this level has been a resistance in 2021, in the mid 2021. Then it wanted to be a support at the end of 2021. Unfortunately, it was not. Then it went down, closing, like trying to close above it in 2022. It didn't actually even get there. And then we see it trying to break this level again in 2024, basically this year, but didn't manage to do it. So you pull back down to the level, so 2,400. Now it's coming back to 3,700. This is a very important level. If it breaks the 3,700, there is nothing stopping it to reach the all-time highs. In case you're interested in the targets for Ethereum and this bull run, in case the bull run continues going, please leave a comment. Do not forget that, and leave a like. Regarding Ethereum to Bitcoin, this is my favorite chart. I love trading to Bitcoin. So as we said, Ethereum to Bitcoin was going to reach the levels of 0.033, 0.031. This is a very hard support. We can see the volumes just going in at the time the price is coming close to it. There was a small bull trap that happened, and we said, like, if it will close above the channel, like, everything is fine, and we might keep on going up. But as you can see, this might have been a bull trap, and was said that's probably a bull trap once it closed below that. And we can see it's going down, checking out to the levels of 0.033, 0.031. Now it's closing above the channel. Now it retested the channel, and it's moving upwards. So the next target for us for the price Ethereum to Bitcoin, which means that if Ethereum to Bitcoin is going up, meaning that the Ethereum is growing faster than Bitcoin. So the closest levels of resistance Ethereum to Bitcoin is 0.043, 0.041. I do really think it might trade some time here before it goes higher, reaching 0.05. Think about it, 0.05 Ethereum to 1 Bitcoin, meaning that you can make like almost a 50% profit in this trade. But again, make sure that it doesn't go very low and does not break even like 0.033. You can touch it, but doesn't have to close below 0.033, 0.031. So this is a very important chart. It is telling us that the alt season is coming. It's actually started. We can definitely see the pictures of some coins making 100x, 100% per day, 50% per day. That's easy thing to see right now because of the alt season. And there's another chart which we talked about, and I said, like, guys, very much attention. Pay much attention on what is happening at the 60% level for the dominance of Bitcoin. There is a 4-year very long trend that has been happening on Bitcoin dominance, meaning that the dominance of Bitcoin to the market is going higher, and all the money that is inflowing the market is mostly going to Bitcoin, or other people are selling their altcoins and moving back to Bitcoin, meaning there's no much money left for the altcoins. And right now the situation is changing. The 4-year trend has diverged and changed, and we can see that the market cap dominance of Bitcoin is going down below the channel. It will close eventually at 57%. We might have a small stop at 56%. That's when I said it's going to retest some levels on Ethereum and other altcoins. This is a very good point to start selling your altcoins and going back to USDT or going back to BTC, fixing in some profits and waiting for having a pullback. There might be a pullback from 56% And once it reaches that point, there could be a pullback to the levels of 60% again, or even higher. I mean, this line you can see on the charts right now, this is a monthly exponential moving average 100, which is a very important line as per my thoughts. That's what I see on the markets. So I'll be watching for the price to get back to this level of 62%. It might actually weak, like having a fast move up and get back down, touching it. That moment, a lot of people that are in the altcoins, they're going to suffer. There are going to be a lot of liquidations that might happen, but eventually this will be an opportunity for you, my friends, to buy some more of the altcoins, which are very cheap right now on the levels of their supports. So again, what I'm thinking right now, it might reach 56%, pull back to 60 or even more percent, then go back down again. Or it could be a very great altcoin season when the price for the altcoins are going to skyrocket, and once it breaks below 56%, it will go lower to 52%, then you're going to see crazy prices for your shitcoins on the market. This is a very good point to start slowly, not fully, selling those altcoins that you accumulated for 3 years. Those are the excess. I mean, if you accumulate the coins for the 3 years of the bear market, you make hundreds of percent only at the times of the bull markets once every 4 years. So it's kind of a leap here for cryptocurrencies. And I really think this might happen even before March, because there might be some bad things happening at March or maybe April or May. But like spring is not going to be the best season, financial wise, economic wise. I really think that there's going to be a lot of problems coming up this spring. But so far, there's a Santa rally happening on the altcoins. You can see them going up fast, and this is a very good thing. So let's talk about them more in the next part of our video. And as always, our next part is the altcoins. The altcoins which have the market cap of more than $10 billion. You can see all the stats on the website coinmarketcap.com. You can see all the coins that are there and having the market cap of more than 10 billion are in our show, in our videos. Solana is number one. Actually, Solana is close to Ethereum right now. It's like pushing up higher, and we never know when is the highs. The all-time high has been hit last week. We can see that it's $264 right now. It pulled back a bit, and we can see a small trend change right now because the lows which we had has been beaten, and now the price is trying to push up higher. It will stop eventually, and we are going to see a good pullback on Solana to $200 level. This is a good level to start buying Solana in case you don't have any. And of course, the 177 is like the peak low, which we can see in case the price goes even lower, in case we're going to have like a 5-wave thingy, in case you're a wave theorist and love it. But basically 177 to 163 are the good levels to buy Solana, but starting from 200 to $203, this is the first good point to buy in. Regarding XRP, which is going nuts, I checked before I made the video what is the price right now. It's actually closing in close to 2021 highs, which is $1.96, almost $2 for XRP. There's a fundamental crazy news coming in. The BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, and all the big guys with a lot of monies are going to XRP and Ripple. This is crazy. Like, it made 300% per month. This is totally nuts, and most of it was done in the last 2-3 weeks. So eventually, XRP is getting to the highs of 2021. But if we look at the big picture of the history of XRP, we can see that there was all-time high for the XRP in 2017. I can definitely remember that. It was just before or after the Bitcoin ETF coming into markets. It was about $3.30. I sold all the XRPs. I bought at 15 cents right now. I was crazy, going like this is nuts. History wise, it was a great moment. And when we can see those levels, we can actually evaluate what are the levels of resistance right now. So from 2021, we can see that 165 was the level of resistance. That was the high which we've seen last time, and it's breaking above this level right now. So the next level of resistance, actually there's a territory, there is a whole channel which is $2.22 to $2.04. This is the levels of resistance right now. 250.53, this is the last resort for the bears to push down the price of the XRP. But right now, what we can see is a crazy moves. So basically, keep your attention once the price reaches 204, 222. This is an opportunity for you not to short, but rather to sell and fix in some profits. It might eventually go to $10. It might actually go to $666. Doesn't matter. Just one thing, do not forget that it's not the XRP is going up in price, it's the dollar which is going down in price. This is the most important thing, as with anything else. So far, so good. So as we can see, the levels of 33 cents was a very good support right now. We can see that 48 cents and 70 cents was a very good place to like accumulate more. Although we had a lower highs, eventually what happened this week, it broke all the levels, all the bears which were in the market, they were killed, they were slaughtered right now. And we can see it's like coming close to those levels of resistance. So watch closely XRP at 204, 222. Regarding the BNB, I'm actually very nuts looking at the chart because the bears are having an opportunities one by one. So you can see, as we said, the resistance levels for BNB is 652, 645 levels, and we can see that if you shorted it, you could actually make a profit selling it, buying it back at $600. It made it back up again, even reaching above the 674, going back down again to the 600 level, and now it's trying to push back up again above the channel, breaking the all-time high. So for BNB, although the situation is good and the bears should be gone, like they should leave the street, you should not short the BNB. There is one chart which is Bitcoin to BNB, and it's not looking good right now. BNB is not looking good to Bitcoin, so I'll really consider about not going into the position until you see a very good pullback, both BNB to Bitcoin and BNB to USDT. So as I said again, it might reach the all-time highs. There's a high possibility because there's a lot of money inflowing into the markets. But let's see what's going to happen. I really hope everything goes well with Binance Exchange. Now going to Dogecoin. Dogecoin, Elon Musk, hello, hi. And you can see that the levels of resistance, the purple lines you can see on the chart, those kind of levels where the price might stop, but eventually there is a very high resistances at 49 to 45 cents. You can see the price moved up there and pulled back. And now we can see it's trying to reach up again, going to 56 cents. So in case you're looking for the levels of resistance, 56 cents is the strongest resistance so far with 49 to 45 cents channel. And in case you're looking for support, you can see it's working very well. It's 36 cents. If it breaks below, there is a medium type of support, 32 cents, and a very hard support at 28 to 25 cents. So think about buying it there. It was much cheaper. It was like 12 cents less than 2 months ago. So I think you lost an opportunity there, haven't you? You should trade. Regarding Cardano, the coin which we thought would be gone from the market, like when it was touching 31 cents, I was thinking like gone for good. But as there is Elon Musk going in and talking about HBAR and Cardano being the voter, a decentralized voter thingies for the people to vote next time in the US elections. I really hope that they do something, but so far so good. Trade-wise, you could see that the levels of 66 to 73 cents are being the resistance, which it didn't break from the first time, but from the second time it actually broke up. It broke the second level of resistance to 73 cents again from the next move. Now it's reaching to the channel of $1.18 to $1.08. This is a very strong resistance. You can see the price just pulling back from those levels. There's 154 as a strong resistance above it, but it might consolidate here sometime before actually breaking 118 and going up higher for Cardano. For Avalanche, again, it's been trading with those intermediary levels of resistance of $41 to $44. So far, so good, but eventually it will break it. Most probably will go to 51 to 56. Those are the next levels of resistance. And in case you're looking for a support, in case the price of Avalanche goes down, there's $34, $31. You can buy in some Avalanche there for the price to go up. I mean, those moves which we had above the $31, even the times when Avalanche was having a market cap less than 10 billion, we can remember that happening. We're also thinking like this is going to be gone. It was gone actually for a couple of weeks, but it managed to find levels of resistance. It actually broke above them and it's like trading well right now. There is more USDT coming up to that network, and the network is actually working well. So I was thinking whether it should be gone or not, but actually it is back. So far it's trading well. You can see the levels where to buy, where to sell. Easy as that. Regarding Tron, Justin Sun just bought a banana for $6 million. That's just crazy. I mean, the guy's rich, and I think he sold all his monies to buy the bananas like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe like this week. And that's why the price went down from 22 cents to 18 cents. This is a very hard levels to breach, but it's trying to do its best. It will actually reach 22 cents, 23 cents levels. Once it breaks above 30 cents is the all-time high. This is the next resistance. For the support, 15 cents, good point to buy because it's been a support in September all the way back to the summer of the last year. It was resistance, support, 15 cents, a good support, 10, 11 cents. This is going to be like magnificent support in case it goes down there as low as we think. But so far the commissions are not going down, and I'm very sad about it. Regarding Toncoin, it's just going up because the whole market is going up. Like really, I don't think that there is enough money, enough liquidity. They're pushing all the agenda that Ton is the best. Ton has a lot of maps. Ton. But eventually, what we need to see is the price to close above 6.85, basically $7 for Ton, to see its bullishness and its move up to $10 or something. So far, 8.28 was the high for Toncoin. We see the resistance at $6.85, $7. This is the closest resistance as we can see. $6 support. It's trying to hold above it. You can see what happened this week. It was like wicking below the $6, but eventually pushed up higher. And the best so far, the closest area of support is 556, 511, maybe going down to 4.6, 4.14. And the levels which I love the most is a $3 level. This is going to be the best pullback you could ever see and buy from the market. And you actually should consider buying Ton because the ecosystem is growing very rapidly, and the use cases for Ton are going to increase significantly in this bull run. So in case you don't have any Ton, you should consider buying it at the levels that we're showing it to you, because this is a good levels to buy and sell and accumulate more Ton. For regarding the Stellar Lumen, this is totally nuts. I mean, just because of the XRP is going higher, the Stellar, the XLM is going higher as well, and it broke all the levels. I mean, it was struggling sometime in the mid of November between 21 to 19 cents, but eventually it just broke through 32, 35 cents like the butter, hot knife through the butter. We can see it's breaking above the 46 cents like the hot knife from the butter, but actually eventually it stopped at 62 to 57 cents range, which is a very good range for resistance. And just because it did not go lower, close lower than 46 cents, like for 1 week, it's not counted, like 2 weeks in a row, 2 days in a row, sorry, should be considered as a close. But in this case scenario, we can see 46 cents is being a good price to buy in, and the range of resistance is 62 to 57 cents, 71 cents. This is the hardest resistance you can see on Stellar Lumen, and the pullback to 35, 32, this is going to be fantastic. In case you're looking forward to get some Stellar, like 35 to 32 cents, this is the area to buy in. Shiba Inu consolidating, nothing's happening much, 25,800. This is the level of resistance. It's going to eventually break it and go to this range of resistance, 30 to 32,000. Breaking it will bring it up to 36. In case this consolidation is shit, there is a possibility for it to go retest the level of support of 21,000 for 21,000 Shibas as the price to buy in the market. Regarding the Polkadot, which is DOT, the coin I really don't think is very technical. There is a discount zone below $5.50. It actually corrected as low as 93% from its all-time highs. It was having this bear flag, which we talked about in the beginning of the year. It actually broke down, did not reach its targets, sadly, shit happens, but made a 93% correction in the all-time highs. In case you accumulated here, I was really thinking that Polkadot is done. I still do think that Polkadot is just being pushed up because the whole market is going up. You can see that the levels of $8 is now trying to be a kind of a support. So the next levels of resistance is $11 to $12, and the discount zone, which is $5.51. This is the interesting price to get into the market for Polkadot. Regarding Chainlink, the main oracle of the crypto world, we can see it's been accumulating for some time between the levels of $12 and $11. Didn't reach the low of 775. Maybe it did on your exchange. Unfortunately, on a crypto, which is an index, it did not reach 775, but eventually it's trying to push up higher right now. It's trying to break this area of resistance from $18 to $20. Once it does that, 26, that's the next level of resistance. If it does not, there might be a pullback up to the levels of $11 to $12. There's like almost 100% profit in this trade. So again, if you are able to buy it anywhere between $11 to $12, that's a good possibility for you to sell it again at $18 to $20 in case the price goes down. But let's see more about it and what is going to happen to Chainlink. As I said in the beginning of the video, the alt season is starting, and we can see more of the altcoins which are bullish to BTC, meaning that you can actually buy more of those altcoins at the times when they were down, or accumulate them more to Bitcoin, and they will grow faster than Bitcoin right now. So this is the good times for those altcoins to keep on pushing higher to reach up the new highs. Some of them we talked about, like XRP, XLM, Cardano, Doji Coin, Solana. So there are a few left that we're going to talk about. Some of them just moved into that area of like bullishness to Bitcoin. Some of them are there for a very long time already, and you should have accumulated more of them. But let's see what is happening. And the first one to look at is ENS. ENS is actually very well traded coin. It is like moving technically pretty well. There was an accumulation phase in October and November between $17 and $19, sometime reaching to 12, long time before that. But now it's pushing up higher. We can see it's breaking like the hot knife through the butter between the levels of the range of $32 to $29. It's up reached to $42, which is the resistance level right now. It might even break higher and break the levels of $42 as a hot knife through the butter, up to 51 to 56. Those are the levels of resistance. In case it retraces back to $32, $29, that's a good opportunity for you to get into ENS as a good support levels and accumulate more of it. Once it goes up again, sell it at $42. And the next one is CTXC, which is Cortex. Cortex is a very old coin. Actually, it's been trading for some time. It's been accumulating very well below the 52.48 cents levels. Now it's breaking above, and it's pushing up higher. 69 cents is the closest level of resistance. In case the price goes down, and it might actually see what is happening at the 52.48, this is a good opportunity to accumulate at those levels. In case it goes up higher, 92 to 85, those are the levels of resistance, up to 105, which is a $1, up to the all-time high, which is 138. So you can see the levels on the screen. You can put them on your charts, buying low, selling high. Just don't get in full time in the position. You can actually break in your position for 10 pieces or something, 5 to 10 pieces, like $1,000, break it to 200s or 100s. That's your choice. But this kind of trading, when you have your position and you leave the part of the funds in the coin, will help you accumulate it within the period of time of the couple of years that the price of the coin is down. And once it goes up higher, you can always show your friends that you made like 100% or 300% investing zero on that coin. Regarding a render, RNDR, actually it's not very technical. We can see it's like not getting close enough to close at the levels of 6,919, 690, $6.90, but there is a good accumulation areas. It's been accumulating pretty well, like 528 to 484. Now it's pushing up higher. It broke the 691 level. It is going into the levels of resistance of $9.20, $9.30, up to $8.55. It may accumulate here sometime. There's a good level of resistance at $10. In case it goes lower, it should always try to keep up above the $6.91 for render coin. The coin we talked a lot about is Super. There is a high of the March 2024, which is $1.60. It almost touched it on the Binance, but eventually it will get higher, and most probably it will stop again at $1.82, $1.66. If it breaks above 238 is the levels of resistance, and the closest support is $1.12, $1.02. This is the good area of support, and 69 cents as a very deep but hard support level for Super. Mantra DAO, which is it's correcting right now. Hopefully it will correct even more. Right now it's trying to hold at the level of $3.46. Eventually we might get to 304, 280, 280. So you can risk a part of your position trying to trade in the channel or buying it at those levels when it goes back to 346. But what I do think, it will actually go down pretty much fast. Same as it went up, it will go down as fast to 226, 174, 158 levels respectively for the coin to buy it into the market and just sell once it goes up again. So there's a good opportunity for you to buy it at 150, 170 and sell it at 226, 280. This is what I'm going to do. This is the thing that I'm doing all the time. So buying a chip, selling it high. So Mantra DAO was the coin I accumulated for a long time. I actually closed my positions at the levels of 158. So this is a good point for me to go back in again and make some profits. The last part is the bullish altcoins, the coins that are actually in the bull market. They're trading above their moving averages, which are weekly wise. So those are the old coins, first of all, and secondly, they're trading above the moving averages, which are long-term moving averages. And right now the list is available for you. It's linked down below, plus it is in our channel. You can always see the list. We're adding and deleting the coins once they're in or out. Let's see what coins changed the most from the list for the last week and just talk about a couple of them. So you can see some of them we talked about, like the Cortex, like ENS, I don't know. Oh, that's the two of them, which we should actually, oh, did they go? No, XRP, of course, XRP. And the ones which actually lost within the last 7 days, actually, those are the most interesting ones because those are the ones you can look at and see if there's an opportunity for you to get in the coins before they make the next move. As we talked in the beginning, there is a bull market in altcoins right now. So again, watch our list, see which one changed most in 1 week, which have lost more in 1 week, because those are the coins they're giving you a possibility to get in the train and move with the market up. So one of them is Algorand. Algorand is a very good technical point. You can definitely see it has corrected 97% and it was moving slowly up, pressing up higher, up at reaching like the 299 as the first level of resistance. Again, the lines which you see on the chart, in case they're not purple, those are technical lines which are not drawn by me. Like, I'm not doing anything. Those are just levels which are made by the market itself. So I'm just putting in a special tool which is in TradingView and just gives me lines. I just know where the levels. I don't need to see anything else so far. So I know that 290 was a good level of resistance right now. It reached the 0.43, basically 43 cents as the next level of resistance. It may pull back again to 29 cents, which is 30 cents eventually, and push up higher again to 63 cents, 64. This is for Algorand. I would actually think about going into the market, buying it in the market, but like, do not forget that there is a lot of other levels. This is a discount zone below the 30 cents. So there are a lot of other levels. You can keep on buying Algorand before it goes higher and makes the new highs at 64 cents and higher. So it's in the charts. And once it's correcting more, this is interesting for you to buy. Regarding sand, that made the biggest correction, there's all-time high for sand. This is $8, almost 50 cents, 48 cents. Made a huge correction, close below the discount zone. The discount zone started at 85 cents, and you can see right now it's touching the discount zone. This is a very interesting levels for accumulating sand, in case you're thinking that the sand project, and as much as I know this is about the land buying, or no, this is mana. This is some crazy coin with futuristic Web3, like 3D animation thingy, where you travel in the computer with your Apple, Google's, whatever. So this is a thing for the kids, for as much as I know, but still kids love it and they might be into it very much. So you can see 85 cents being the level of resistance. There's a lot of other levels you can see on the chart being as levels of resistance, but in case you're buying it below 84 cents and you're accumulating for your price to be zero or close to zero, maybe even 1 cent, anything that is above, this is an opportunity for you to sell. So first level to sell 123, then $2, then almost $3, $4, 5 and 6. So you can keep on selling your position, fixing in some profits before it goes back down again, because everything is always going back down. So the last part is taking a closer look. It might correct again to 40 cents, but eventually it might even break and go to 123. This is the next level of resistance for send. There are a lot of other coins. I would like to see your comments asking which coins you have in your portfolio and what is happening to them. Are they low enough, and when is their resistance levels where you can sell them? Please leave a comment. Do not forget to hit the like of the video, the bell button, the everything, and see you next week. Bye.